that thing. There we go.
Hey.
Hey everyone, friends, family, everyone back in Perth. How you all doing? It's now 4 weeks into our 11-week trip to Canada. We're a bit hungover, as you'd generally expect. Yeah, we left Perth 4 weeks ago today. Figured we'd drop in and do some sort of update video deal, because I know you're all dying to know what we're up to in our lives and adventures. So, 4 weeks. Spent the first one in Melbourne, which was pretty great.
Yes, stayed with our friend Kat.
Kat and Kai, who were nice enough to put up with us for, I think, 8 or 9 days. That was fun. I think we spent the first few days just kind of like in shock that we were now fully committed to this travelling thing, now being technically homeless and having no jobs and everything we own fitting in a backpack. You know, somewhat overwhelming. But after the first few days, we kind of got into the swing of things and jetted around, did a bunch of things. Went and saw the new Star Wars at like a rooftop cinema.
Well, no, I didn't like Star Wars very much, but I liked Deadpool.
Deadpool was amazing. What else did we do? We went to a cheese dungeon. It was like
a fungeon.
A fungeon. It was like a downstairs thing for some sort of deli, and you went down and you opened this glass door and just got hit in the face by the smell of cheese. It was amazing.
It was amazing. Nathan tried to buy like an entire slab of blue cheese.
Yeah, and Nikki didn't.
I had to be the responsible adult.
Which is not a good look for her. So we were there for a little while, and then we jetted to Hobart. We've been here for the last 3 weeks. We landed. We had literally 1 day downtime until my mum was like, "And now we're off."
Yeah.
So we got in on the Wednesday, took Thursday off, and then Friday immediately drove up the coast to Launceston. Because my mum bought us tickets to this music festival called Panama for our birthday, Christmas sort of deal. So that was a ton of fun. Spent like 3 nights camping in the Launceston bush.
Yeah, met some really lovely people.
Really lovely people. Turns out the people camping next to us, we knew one of them from last time we were here. He owned a restaurant and cooked for us. It was really cool. But we made friends with them. They were just like lovable trippers. They were the nicest people. They kept checking in on us, being like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" So we did that for a number of days, then we came back down the east coast, which was beautiful. We got to Bay of Fires, which is on, I think, Lonely Planet's top 100 most beautiful places in the world. So that was awesome. I'm sure I'll post some photos about it.
We scared some birds off a big rock when we were there.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Which was probably the most exciting thing for me.
Because we give no fucks. They had it coming.
What did we do?
From there went to Mariah Island, man, which was crazy awesome. You guys have probably seen my Snapchats. We saw wombats. Like, I thought they'd run away. Like, we just kept creeping closer to this one, and he's just like sitting there like chewing on grass. He's like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Giving zero fucks.
Zero fucks. So we walked around the whole island. So you got to catch a ferry over, which was a lot of fun. But so we get there, we went around to the Painted Cliffs, which are like these sandstone cliffs that have been all sculpted into fantastic shapes and pictures. Again, I'll probably edit in some photos or something if I can bother. But then there's this walk called Bishop and Clark, which is like, I think it was almost 700 meters, like vertical ascent from the water. And they recommended like 3 to 5 hours to do it. And I've done it like maybe 3 or 4 times. And I was like, I'm sure it doesn't take that long. So the ferry was leaving at 4:30. We got to the top by like 3. I was like, we should probably get moving. And so we busted our asses getting out there, because it was
so badass. Like, by the end of it, our legs were like giving out. I don't know if I'm getting
old or whatever, but I swear it was harder than I remember.
You think that we'd be fitter than this?
Yeah, no you wouldn't. I wouldn't. But so we were like halfway down, and I was busting our asses getting up there, and then I'm like, but it's fine, we'll have this nice leisurely descent where we'll casually come down. But no, we were like halfway down, and it's like 3:45, and I'm like, so we just had to run. We had to run like all the way home.
Literally, about 20 minutes. Like, it was hardcore.
Yeah.
We were both wearing Doc Martens, and like, Nathan was carrying a backpack. So it was not the best.
I was like, what if it rains? I'll bring an umbrella and I'll bring everything.
We only brought 3 cans of food.
I only brought like 750 mils of water, which ran out before we even got to the top. But it's like, no, I'll bring whatever our phones are in charge. I'll bring this external battery for us to. No, bad guy, Nathan.
But we made it back to the ferry.
I swear my legs were starting to give out by the end. I'm just like, we just keep moving. We can't get stranded on this island overnight. As you know, I mean, it would have been nice, but it would have been impractical.
Yes.
So yeah, so we got back. We managed to hold up the ferry for like 8 minutes. My mum is standing there on the wharf, like hands on hips.
Yes.
Apparently the dude had been like to everyone on the ferry, he's like, does anyone need to be there on time? Because we were only 8 minutes late, in our defence. Like it could have been much worse.
It could have been if we hadn't ran.
But yeah, but they were all like, no, we're just going to the pub. So
Yeah, it's fine.
we did the 8 minutes, so that was nice of them. Anyway, so we got back to Hobart, and then Mum had booked, I swear, I booked 4 weeks here, thinking that 4 weeks would be like more than enough time to see everyone. And like Mum literally booked the first 12 days that we were here. She's like, so on this day, you're hanging out with your sisters, and we've got a board game thing on this night, and there's other things happening.
Which has been awesome. We've had to
Don't get me
see
wrong, it's been great.
so many people, but yeah, it would have been good to have a bit more time here, I think. Just to see a few more people and do a few more things. But
So we get back to Hobart on the Tuesday, next 3 nights just seeing people, and then Friday we drive to Devonport.
yes, for another music festival.
For a blues music festival, which was
the fourth?
Forth Valley Blues Festival. Forth, not the number. It's the name of the valley. Which was the source of many puns. And there was much rejoicing at my hilarity. And yeah, that was a ton of fun. That was only like 2 nights, and it was much colder and much nicer. And yeah, that was a ton of fun. Man, we got a kebab that was like the best.
It was delicious.
I mean, the music was amazing,
really
but the food vans were pretty good. We went from there up to Stanley and the Nuts, which is like kind of an Ayers Rocky type. It's a big ass rock. You can climb up it.
We had to go on this huge chairlift to go up there though.
Pretty
which
boss.
is really amazing.
Oh yeah, we went to, when did we go to Launceston? We went to the Gorge and went on that chairlift at one point. That was the weekend before.
Yes.
Anyway, saw some
We've
peacocks.
done a lot of
Pretty
stuff.
things. Yeah. Who can keep track? But then we came down the west coast. So within 2 weekends, we pretty much circumnavigated the state. And came down the west coast, stopped in Stanley and Swansea, and we did this Gordon River cruise, which was crazy pretty and super informative. The dude, like, I learned things about Australia's political history and old-timey professions.
Yeah, we went on a walking
Actually
tour
really interesting.
around Sarah Island on that cruise, and that was an island that convicts used to get sent to. And
It was like
do
another
work
Port
on.
Arthur, but apparently worse.
But yeah, it was like the best walking tour I've ever done. The lady that we had was just fantastic and just funny and really informative. We learnt so much stuff.
Yeah, she was like a
Really
drama
good.
teacher or something. It was
10 out of
fascinating.
10.
10 out of 10
Would do
walk
again.
But so then we finally get back to Hobart after spending, the better part of the first 2 weeks just off our feet. Right off our feet. Off our faces. Both. Little from column A, little from column B. So we got back and then have just chilled for the first little while. And then this weekend, we've just hung out with friends, seen people. Saw my sisters last night, hence the hungoverness. Been doing walks on the beach and things. So right now we're sitting on my mum's balcony, and she lives on the water, on the waterfront in Bellarine. Views of Sandy Bay and other things that way. Mountain that way, not that you can see it behind the trees. Beautiful place, big old house that she rents out via Airbnb, and just in general loves and enjoys with her awesome boyfriend and a bunch of international students that she gets paid exorbitant amounts to give room and board to. Thanks, government.
I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Nikki's getting a tattoo under boob.
Under boob tattoo.
Because, everyone loves a good under boob tattoo. I'm considering one myself.
It'll frame your cleavage so well.
Right. Well, I'm going to draw attention to it. But, and I think that's probably most of the stuff we've gotten up to so far. So pretty much in 6 days we fly to Brisbane, is next on our list.
Yes,
and will be the first place that we've been that we actually have never been before. I mean, excluding places within Tasmania that we've never been, but like I've never been to Queensland ever.
No, yep.
But we're going to stay with my aunt on Stradbroke Island, which will be awesome. It's going to be super tropical. I'm already getting brown from the Tasmanian sun, so I can only imagine what Brisbane's going to do to me.
But yeah.
But things are going awesome. We miss all you losers.
A lot.
It's been rough, but having you so much on has obviously helped a lot. But probably shouldn't leave it a month again before we do.
We'll try to do these updates a little bit more frequently.
Because again,
and probably
I know
with
you guys
a more made up
really
face next time.
Like a mask.
Yes. One of these anonymous masks.
Made up face.
Yeah.
Things have been pretty awesome. Trying to not spend 110% of our savings all at once. But,
getting there. Alright. Should we sign off?
I think so.
We should have a sign
Love
off.
you guys.
Bye,
Thanks for
guys.
watching. We'll hang out again soon.
Love you.
Alright, this button? Probably
I
this
think
button.
so.